everything I got at Costco to help build muscle and lose weight, going down 100 pounds and improving my health, longevity, and just getting all the vitamins, minerals, macronutrients that my body needs. We have our protein sources here. We have our fat sources here. We have our carb sources here. And all around, these are just staples in my diet. Of course, I also get meats, and that I get from different grocery stores, but most of this is what I like to get from Costco because this is cheaper to buy, just like mostly in bulk, and it's great to improve your health because health is wealth. Take care of yourselves. Coconut water is a great intro workout liquid to be consuming rather than consuming a sports drink like Gatorade or, I don't know, Body Armor full sugars. You would want to be consuming a quick digesting carbohydrate, and coconut water is great for that. Now, if you are able to have Gatorade or Body Armor in your diet and you prefer that, sure, go ahead. But this is just my preferences and what's helped me stay satiated and full while losing over 100 pounds and building the muscle that is going to help me with health and longevity. Coconut water is my go-to carbohydrate, quick digesting sugar. I love cooking in butter because it's going to be a way better fat source compared to cooking in seed oils or margarine. Butter is a great source of probiotics, and it's just a better fat source to be cooking in. Now, you can be cooking in whatever fat source you want. I just recommend making sure that you track it properly. I'm not going to be one of those influencers that are like going to be saying, oh, you can eat as much butter as you want. No. Everything, especially fats, need to be in moderation in like the amount that you need. So, but for my go-to cooking source, it will be butter, avocado oil, and olive oil. Great whole food source of protein, fats, macronutrients, micronutrients are eggs. These are the powerhouse to gains. These provide you all the nutrients you need to build muscle, recover, and lose weight. Guess what eggs are? These is pre-born chickens. They're gonna have nutrients for life. You want those nutrients for those gains. These are perfect for weight loss, hormonal health, and energy stability, and building muscle. If you're not eating eggs, you're falling for the myth that eggs raise cholesterol, and that's a no-go. If you're trying to indulge, no one's gonna be making homemade chips, right? But these chips, for 130 calories, you get 16 grams of whey protein, which is, it's very good. It's gonna be a lot better in terms of the macronutrients to be consuming these chips rather than something like branded chips, which I don't want to say the name of the brands, but they're going to be a lot of seed oils. They're going to be starchy carbs that are going to be quick digesting because of the way that they're processed. However, this is baked and it's only 4 grams of net carbs. It's going to be a lot more satiating compared to other chips. So for an indulgent snack, this is my go-to. Now, if you need like a chip every once in a while, everything in moderation, especially when it comes to a diet, you want to find healthier alternatives. Now, this Quest protein chips is one of my favorite go-to chips when it comes to a healthier alternative for chips, right? You can make your own homemade chips, but come on. The previous yogurt I talked about is good for healthy fats. This one's good for protein. This is a 0% fat Greek yogurt. I love using this for yogurt bowls, and in particular, this one, the Kirkland brand used to have like an organic one, but I don't know what happened with that. At my Costco, doesn't carry it anymore, but this is just as good. It's literally just pasteurized grade A non-fat milk and cultures. As I mentioned before, you don't want sweeteners, you don't want emulsifiers, you don't want oils in your yogurt. This is only 100 calories for 18 grams of protein. Most foods are not going to be beating that protein ratio. Another food I really like is whole milk yogurts, especially high quality yogurts like this A2 organic whole milk yogurt. This is going to keep you satiated, it's going to help with your hormones, and it's even going to provide you with protein. This is going to have those nutrients that your body needs. Milk is like the elixir of life, right? It's going to contain everything you need to be growing muscle. It's going to help you with your hormones, and it's just very voluminous as well. If you track this, if you weigh it out, you can be surprised how much yogurt you can eat for how many little calories. But the particular thing you want with yogurt is you want to try to get the least ingredients of yogurt, the least ingredient amount in a yogurt. So for example, this is just organic cow milk and live active cultures. This just means that this yogurt has literally just been milk that has been cultured into becoming yogurt. That's what you want to look for. Now the majority of the next foods I'm going to be talking to are protein staples I like to keep in my diet. One of the staples I love in my diet is low-fat dairy products like cottage cheese. Right here, this cottage cheese isn't the most cleanest cottage cheese or the healthiest per se, because it does have some preservatives and it's not like the most natural organic. However, for this price, you are not beating that. So for 90 calories, you get 12 grams of protein. It's going to be very filling. It has healthy fats. It's going to help with your muscle building and weight loss goals. I particularly like berries because of the fact that it is low calorie, high volume. You can eat a lot of it, even if it's just like you want a snack. This is a way better alternative compared to something like a sweet cookie or a pastry. Especially in a dieting phase, what I like to do is get a bit of wild blueberries into a bowl, get some no-fat milk in it or some almond milk, and then you can add a little bit of sweetener if you like, of your choice, whether it be like a 0-calorie sweetener or some raw organic honey, whatever you'd like. You can make that into a very nice low-calorie sweet treat. Fruits are also very important when it comes to a dieting phase. I especially like fruits before workouts for quick sugar digesting carbohydrates. So fruit is very good in terms of antioxidant content, vitamins, minerals, and it also helps you stay full while providing quick digesting sugar, which is crucial for activity. Another food I really enjoy in my diets is vegetables. Vegetables are very filling and they're a slow digesting carbohydrate that's going to keep you well fed during a dieting phase because it's low calorie, high fiber. Especially you want to try to get vegetables that have just the veggies. I like frozen veggies because they last a long time in the freezer and you can just prepare it whenever you want and it's already washed and ready to eat. So the best thing about vegetables is they have a lot of compounds in them that is going to keep you satiated, which is going to be very important when you're trying to lose weight and build muscle. And it also has a lot of vitamins and minerals that is going to support your health goals. Another food I want to showcase here is Nutso Organic. So this food right here is filled with very healthy fats that are going to support hormonal health and energy stability throughout the dieting phase. Whenever you're in a calorie deficit, you're in an energy deficit, and it's going to be harder for you to have the energy throughout the day unless you properly structure your diet with the foods that will give you enough energy to sustain that deficit. So one of the foods I like is this nut butter. A lot of nut butters have sugars. They promote themselves as having like high protein or whatever, or GIF, for example, has a lot of emulsifiers and seed oils that aren't going to help provide you that energy you need in a deficit. However, these ingredients are very natural. It's single ingredients and they're all sprouted and roasted and organic. This is very good to add to yogurt bowls, oatmeal. Just you could spread it on some bread. It's very filling and it'll help you with your goals. Raspberry Superfoods has a ingredient list of only, right here if we check, raspberries, dates, chia seeds, lemon juice concentrate, fruit pectin, and rowan berry extract. So this ingredient list is going to help you feel full, especially with raspberries being one of the most filling fruits. With its low sugar content, it's going to help you reach your health goals. Today at Costco, we're going to be showing you guys how to build a diet around foods that will support muscle gain, weight loss, and help with your health goals. So one of the foods that is actually new to my Costco is raspberry superfruit spread. It's a jam basically, and I really like the Smash Foods brand. Even though it's not an organic food, nothing has to be like limited, right? I prefer mostly organic, but this is non-GMO, which is good enough. And this is a superfood fruit spread without any sugar. Most jams have like sugars, preservatives, chemicals that you don't really want to be having in your staples into a diet. But this raspberry Smash Foods spread is going to be helping you replace the jams that you usually use, and it only has raspberries